Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? This is your boy Food Junkie on my way to work, talking to you guys. You guys know how I do it. You know how we do it. We're liable to talk about anything and everything, anybody and everybody. You know what I'm saying? On my way to work. How it works is you guys keep me company, and hopefully I keep you guys slightly entertained. Let's jump into it. You guys. As you guys know, there was a bunch of mess going on last night, this morning, and we are going to talk about it. I was going to try to wait and save it until my Mad Day Monday, but you know what? By then, I may be over it. So let me just talk about it while it's fresh in my mind, and I don't have to do too much recapping while it's not on Monday about it. We know the gentleman's panel had happened, and what had happened was a bunch of mess that had happened. The gentleman's panel consists of Jay Wilson, James Caldwell, Spillerboy TV, Rebel Sun, L. Teddy, and QB of the Midwest. I guess it was QB's turn to host this gentleman's panel on QB's channel. I think this is like one of the highest numbers that the gentleman's panel has had, I guess, due to the drama that was going on there. And the drama was with, I don't even know the person's name that drama was with. It's some young YouTuber was not that I guess is controversial. I guess I don't know his name, to be honest with you. I really don't care that much. Y'all know how I do. I really don't care. But let me go back to the genesis of what had happened, how all this that started, I think, from my understanding. Based on listening to a couple people's videos, been listening to the young man's video. Sorry, I don't know your name once again, but it's what it is. Not that important to me. He was in Jay Wilson's chat, and I guess he felt attacked by L. Teddy and Pretty Ricky Fontaine. I guess he said they attacked him in Jay Wilson's chat. And I guess that what happened was when he got the call that he would like to be a guest on the gentleman's panel last night, he made it clear that there was a problem that he had with L. Teddy, and if L. Teddy jumps out the box on him crazy, he's going to jump out the box on L. Teddy crazy. Basically, anytime, any place. You know what I'm saying? You act up, I act up. You show your ass, I show my ass, type of thing. Mentality he had, And so the dinner panel was long, was not, and whatever it could be, but around the hour and a half mark, whatever, is when everything pretty much blew up and jumped off, whatever, and I guess he was talking. Someone called in. You know how QB does his call-ins, was not. QB had call in, whatever, and a call-in asked the young man, what's his name, God? What's that man's the young man's name? I don't know, whatever. Well, someone asked the young man a question, whatever, and the young man was answering the question. But while he was answering the question, you know how to throw shade, how people, when someone is being shaded, well, it's not. So he basically was answering the person's question, and while he was answering the person's question, L. Teddy rolling his eyes, doing what L. Teddy does, was not being shady, thinking it's cute, was not just doing what L. Teddy does, which I never find it cute. I always find it disrespectful. I always find it disrespectful and disingenuous when someone wants you to respect them, but they're not giving you the same respect they are asking you of. I just think that's very disingenuous and very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? If someone's talking and they're a guest on your show, regardless if they are temporary or if they're someone that you don't care for, what's not, be respectful and treat them accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Treat them with the same accord that you want them to treat you with. Don't expect them to be all respectful and humble, what's not, because you allow them to be on a certain platform, was not, And what the young man did was he thanked everyone for being gracious and being on the panel, was not. He thanked everyone except L. Teddy, which was shade, which was deservingly so. Because while I'm speaking to someone, was not, you're rolling your eyes, you're smacking your lips, you sipping your little drinks, was not, pretty much being disrespectful to me in a very subliminal way. You know how I hate subliminals, y'all. I think punks do subliminals. You know what I'm saying? Adults don't do subliminals. Punks do subliminals. But anyway, so So he thanked everyone was not and was gracious in thinking it was not, and he purposely left out El Teddy, as I would have done the same thing. You want to be shady? Let's be shady. You want to be a bitch? Let's be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it, type of thing. You know, anytime, any place. You know, so when he did that was not, then Jay Wilson wants to jump in, whatever, you know, and be like, well, it's disrespectful for you to come on our panel, and he's part of the panel, and you thank everyone but him. If you're not going to thank everyone, was not, don't thank anyone. No. What you should have done, Jay Wilson, was correct El Teddy's behavior was not, this is a guest on our panel was not, so we must be respectful to everyone, regardless of our differences of opinion. See how that works? I apologize, young man, that you felt that you were disrespected over here was not, but I'm sure he didn't mean that. But please accept my apology as the brand behind the gentleman's panel. You know how, you see how adults do that? You see how adults take responsibilities for actions was not, even if it's not their action, but it's something that's tied to their brand and their name? I'm just saying, you know, I'm tired of teaching these adults how to act and how to behave. I'm just saying, especially these ones with these higher level degrees. Because the two people on there with the most education was the two people out there acting the most of a fool. Because aren't they both doctors? Isn't El Teddy a doctor too? Just like Jay Wilson, a doctor? I'm just saying. It seems like all this education you guys have, you still can't have any kind of common sense or decency or a level of respect that warrants, you know, saying anyone to respect you. But that's a whole other story. Anyway, so that happened was not, and of course everyone made videos after the gentleman's panel was not. Of course, during that time, QB actually, you know what I'm saying, was taking control of his panel, was that taking control of what's going on, making sure that everything was everything, making sure that his guests felt respected, make sure the callers and the call-in people felt like they had the full attention was not, at least he was trying to, you know. And he took control of his panel as he should. It's a big thing about, I think a lot of things about respect on this thing that I'm starting to see. People are expecting it, but they're not giving it. That's funny to me. But anyways, so it's just that people are screaming respect, whatever, but no one's actually willing to live and give that respect the way they are seeking it, I should say. But anyway, so after the gentleman's panel was not everyone gets on their video, was not El Teddy gets on his video, Jay Wilson gets on his video. Of course, you know Jay Wilson gets on his video was not, because he can't let not nan piece of coin slip out of his little grubby little thirsty hands, you know. And so, but yeah, but the thing is, I mean, El Teddy was throwing buku shade. Buku, that word is real funny to me. Throwing buku shade, girl. You know, just making them all look sensationalized than they actually have to be. But you know, we all do that. But yeah, El Teddy was throwing buku shade was not, and then trying to be like, I don't, you know, that's my biggest pet peeve. Well, one of my biggest pet peeves. I have a lot of pet peeves, but that's one of my biggest pet peeves, especially when grown men do it. Don't play victim when you know you're doing something was not to irritate and warrant and to garner a response from somebody was not. Granted, it's up to the person not to respond to you, but you know what you're doing. You know why you're doing it. You know that you're being shady. You know what's going on was not, and you think it's cute and funny. It's not. But anyway, so after the gentleman's panel was not, you know, they all got on their respective videos was not telling their side of the story, explaining themselves was not. So did the young man. I don't know this little man's name, but that I guess El Teddy said something about him being a transsexual, which is kind of he felt really slighted by because he had a really soft feminine voice was not, and he may wear makeup, he may have feminine features, whatever, you know what I'm saying. He also called him fat, you know, this, that, and the third was not. All kinds of just I'm not disrespectful, you know, and so the guy got on his platform was not, and pretty much I guess you could call it a roast or a drag of El Teddy was not. I didn't see the drag part of it, but okay. He did correct him. He did check him though. He did check him. Say, you know, he you know, is heterosexual or not heterosexual. He is a full-blooded man was not with a appendage between his legs that works very well. You know what I'm saying? And when he said, and well, he didn't say ejaculate. He said, and actually can use the C word. I'm like, oh God, Jesus, too much, stop it, too much. I'm like, too much. I'm a very visual person. I don't want to think about anyone doing that, especially not on here. Ugh. Y'all know y'all ain't cute. I'm just saying. Y'all know y'all are not cute. Not for me to be imagine you doing that. Y'all are not. Not for that to be burning my brain cells. Nobody, especially nobody on that panel. Oh God, Jesus, no. Ugh. Oh, sorry, y'all. Do a little bit of my mouth. Told y'all I throw up very easily. That's just a think and a sight and a smell. Ugh. Well, you calm down for a minute. Relax. Get out your mind. Anyways, yeah. So he was just doing too much. He was just, and I got a penis and it works and it ejaculates, and I'm like, oh Jesus, you doing too much. Aren't you doing the most? Like, aren't you doing the most? Just like you're a dude with the appendage, with the appendage. Well, it's not, you know what I'm saying? When you know all the details, my man likes it. He sucks on it. I'm like, oh my God, for real? It has to be daytime somewhere. We can't be saying this on the YouTube. No one wants to know all that. But he was going off saying it. Well, I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get your point across. You know what I'm saying? Do you. But he was doing the most. I was just like, oh my God, okay. Whatever. Threw my hands up in the air, kept listening, and when it became too much, I just turned it off. I don't think I heard the whole thing, but I heard enough to know that I heard too much. So yeah, that happened was that. And then this morning, what had happened was QB got on his channel was not, did a little crying and boo-hooing, was not apologizing to his people, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Then he announced that he will not be returning to the gentleman's panel, whatever, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and third. Creative differences, I guess, you know what I'm saying. I knew this was coming a long time ago. Actually, I knew kind of it was going down last night when I saw him smoking a rolled up suspicious substance on camera. I know he does that anyway, was not, but this was just a long situation where he was just blatant, like with it. I'm like, okay, you do you, I guess, you know what I'm saying. And so this morning he announced that he won't be returning to the gentleman's panel, was not. And then also James Caldwell announced that he won't be returning to the gentleman's panel, was not. That was his last appearance on the gentleman's panel. You know, James was like saying that, you know, he don't have people on his show, sharing his show with him, was not on a continuous basis, was not. You may have seen people every once in a while doing that, but he doesn't do that because he's too set in his ways, basically, was not. When he do something, he wanted to go by how he does it, this and the third. You do you once again, you know what I'm saying? So there's 5 people out of there's 2 people out of the 5 people that was off the show. And to be honest with you, now I don't know how everybody else, because like I said, I don't watch those people was now. I really don't. I don't watch Rebel. I don't watch El Teddy. I think I watched QB once. And y'all know I used to watch James all the time. So, you know, and I pop in here and there on Jay Wilson. You know what I'm saying? I just pop in here and there. You know, when I'm bored and nothing else is on YouTube, and my work was not. So I pop in on Jay Wilson. So I really don't watch those people like that was not. But from what I do see on the show, the 2 people that are the strongest personalities that can actually carry an audience and be entertaining left the show, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. My personal opinion was not, because what do Rebel do besides imitate Tracy and how they fly? When your whole YouTube situation is imitating someone and picking fun at someone else, was not, what's your original content? What's your original, you know what I'm saying, talent? What do you do? Like, when can you hold an audience past, you know what I'm saying, wearing a wig and some lipstick and some busted eyelashes? I'm just asking the question. I don't know, because based on what I see of you, that's all you actually do. Also, I'll tell you, I never saw him. Like, I know that people say he's been around for a while, and he had this huge following, was that he just rebuilding his following, whatever, or his subscribership, whatever. I don't know what that man does, who that man is, whatsoever. Like, nothing about him warrants me to go over to his channel to see what he's about. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And of course, Jay Wilson was not, it's Jay Wilson. I think that people that can actually bring entertainment and was not, I guess they said they said El Teddy got some quick wit and was not, he loves snappy comebacks was not, but once you get past the first 2 or 3 snappy comebacks was not, what's the substance? Why am I here? Besides, you have a snappy comeback. Shit, I got snappy comebacks. You know what I'm saying? I got a quick wit. Intelligent as well, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I need something that I don't have. Well, it's not. If I'm going to sit here and watch you. Anyway, so, yeah, El Teddy and, not El Teddy, QB, some of those people's names like that, and James are the ones that I think that kind of, I don't know, gave the show a little, James I think gave the show a little levity, and QB gave the show a little bit more I guess. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, let's see how everything goes down, who they get to replace what's not, and who they get to come back in, whatever, to the show. But I had a thought in my mind. You know that QB is in Chicago with old girl, right? And they actually hang out and talk and, you know what I'm saying, are cool or whatever. And Jay Wilson just stuck up for old girl in Chicago against what Nicole Tyler said. I wonder what type of relationship is going to come from the whole Jay Wilson and old girl from Chicago. Was that now that QB kind of fell out with the gentleman's panel? I wonder I wonder if Fibe is going to take the side of QB or Jay Wilson. Let's see if she even reports about this and how she reports about it. Is she going to throw buku shade at Jay Wilson, or is she going to throw shade at QB? Because that is her Chicago brother. They have smoked bunk together. I'm just saying. So I wonder if that's going to be something that plays out with Fibe. Will she be will this be the straw that broke the camel's back for her to come out and come against Jay Wilson? I wonder if she will, come against and really give an unbiased opinion about what she thought happened, the breakdown of it is, and then expose Jay Wilson for what happened in San Antonio. Is this the break that Fibe was looking for? Is this the break that Fibe needs in order for her to actually relinquish the whole situation with Jay Wilson? And if she does shade him about the situation in the gentleman's panel, is it going to be something that helps or hurts their opportunities for their events next year? I don't know. I'm just asking questions, you guys. Just throwing out theories and questions was not who knows, who knows. Just asking questions. Just asking questions. You know what I'm saying? Because, they say they tight. They say they cool. They say there's no problem with that. There's no beef. But we all see the underlying beef. We all see the underlying story. Because I see the underlying beef and underlying story, I should say. But I'm just wondering, you guys. This is your boy Food Junkie. Just bring you a little bit of information and hopefully some entertainment on my way to work. You guys know how I do it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? As I always say. First of all, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers, all of my new subscribers who new people have joined the foodies, whatever. Hope you guys are entertained. Hope you guys are getting a belly full, something to chew on over here. You guys, I'm appreciative, not only to my new subscribers, but my day ones and everyone in between. I'm grateful and humbled that you guys find something entertaining about coming over here and speaking with me and talking with me and being respectful and things like that. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys for that. As I always say, you guys, I want you to love yourself, love someone else, respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else, you guys. Until next time, this is your boy Food Junkie, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.